Hello and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. This time we're looking at World of Krypton, Issue 2. This is a limited series from DC Comics, written by Robert Venditti, drawn by Michael Avon Oeming, colored by Nick Filardi, lettered by Hassan Otsmane-Elhaou, edited by Christy Quinn, cover by Mick Suayan and Annette Kwok. I like the cover a lot, but the art style is unfortunately not what's used in the book. It's a really cool cover though. So this story takes place 2 years after Part 1. Jor-El's on trial for what he attempted to do to the El household heads, and Zod is one of the key participants in this trial because he is now head of planetary security. Meanwhile, Jor-El, thinking there may be something wrong with planet, is experimenting with this interdimensional gateway, but it only leads to this void, and that is of course the Phantom Zone. The Phantom Zone projector looks significantly different here, but we do get to see a sort of prototype Superman uniform that Jor-El uses when hopping through the dimensions here. Now, the report from the lady that was previously mentioned that some of the animal species seem to be dying off, and the thought beasts and the frogs and some other stuff are what's kind of fueling Jor-El's confusion as to what's going on. And unfortunately for Jor-El, although he shut down the experiments with finding an alternate dimension to hide people in for survival, the experiment did not go unnoticed by Zod, and Jor-El becomes the first person exiled into the Phantom Zone, despite Jor-El's protests. And their differing perspectives on how things should be done is obviously leading to a rift, and Zod is quite obviously on the track of a more authoritarian presence and military applications with technology. There's a minor underlying environmentalism theme. It's not very heavy-handed, but it does relate to the story, so I'm not upset about it or anything. Overall, the story's fine. It's a little slower than last issue, but it is pretty good. It does take away a lot of the responsibility Jor-El has for the Phantom Zone by kind of minimizing his participation, whereas previously in DC history, Jor-El was much more of an advocate of imprisoning people here, despite the inhumane nature of the Phantom Zone. And unlike more recent interpretations of the Phantom Zone, it's just a void. There's no planet there, nothing like that. There's no encountering other people, at least not yet. So I think this really does change a lot, and it absolves Jor-El a lot of the responsibility of creating the Phantom Zone and imprisoning people there by shifting that to Zod. And also credit for finding out what's going on with planet seems to have shifted to another character as well. So it seems to downplay a lot of Jor-El's involvement in things. So this is a significant change from the Silver Age especially, but we'll see how it plays out. The story's really well written, but I'm not a giant fan of the art. In fact, I kind of hate the art. I don't think it's suitable for the storyline. It just doesn't seem to fit very well. So that's a major negative against it, but I am enjoying the story, so I'll give it another issue to see if it's going to get any better, or if it's just going to kind of make everybody look boxy and the storyline is going to make me annoyed. So I would say get it out of a bargain bin. I don't think it's really worth tracking down at cover price. Like I said, the story's good, but I think the art hurts it more than anything else. The art's just too boxy, and it doesn't really have the super heroic dynamic that I would hope for in a story this kind of epic. So that's going to do it for this one. Thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future reviews. If you'd like to help the channel out in other ways, links are in the description to my merchandise store and other ways to support me. And as always, we hope to see you on the next one.